My name is Slimebeast, and I'm looking for a creepypasta. I shouldn't really call it a creepypasta because when I read it in the late 90s to early 2000s, I don't believe creepypasta was even a thing yet, but I would still classify it as such. Maybe somebody out there can help me. Maybe somebody's seen it. Maybe it's more popular than I know of. But I never heard of it again after I read it. As I said, nearly a couple decades ago. Maybe more than a couple decades ago. I don't know. The story centers around a young girl, probably a teenager, going out for a normal trip to the mall. When she goes to the mall, she doesn't realize that it is condemned and closed. How this works, I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. She goes into this condemned mall, wonders why there's nobody there, but just figures, fuck it, goes about shopping, looking around, stuff like that. For some reason, even though this is a condemned, closed down mall, everything is still in operating order, everything is still working, everything is still stocked. It's like a mall that was just abandoned by everybody running out. There's no explanation for this in the story. It's not a supernatural element, it's just a very, very poorly planned out, very poorly thought out. I wanted to say plot, like, planned and thought. But a very poorly thought out premise for a story. At one point when she's riding the escalator, because the escalator is still running in this abandoned mall, a wrecking ball comes through the wall. Because this particular mall is scheduled for destruction. Again, she had no idea. The wrecking ball comes through the wall, hits the end of the soda can she's drinking, and puts the soda can down her throat. And this is the beginning of a very detailed, gore-filled death of this young girl in a collapsing, condemned mall that is being demolished. And she bought that soda in the mall from a vending machine that was still running. I really want to find this story. I've tried Google. I've searched condemned mall, creepypasta, girl, wrecking ball, soda can, throat. I've Googled a whole bunch of stuff that probably has gotten me on all kinds of lists. I don't know. But I haven't been able to find it. So if anybody out there has a copy of this story, and, given the nature of my work, you probably don't know if I'm making this up, if this is some kind of ARG thing or some kind of, strange performance art. But no, this actually legitimately exists. I'm not bullshitting you. If anybody knows what this story is, please forward me a link, or send it to me, or post it in a comment if it'll fit, because I really, really, really would like to read this story on my channel. As I said, I read this long ago, and I feel like it predates creepypasta, and yet it so easily fits into the genre, right down to the fact that it's, one of the lesser, planned concepts. So yeah. Help me out if you know where it is. I've given you pretty much all the details I know about it that I can remember. If there was more, I would tell you more, but that's all I got to go on. Thank you for watching this, and if you find it, I will be your best friend forever, which means you will have to help me move, drive me to the airport, let me stay on your couch, stuff like that. Alright, thanks a lot. Goodbye, everybody.